to Sisterhood Connection. This is Michelle.
Erica. And again, we're here for another week, ladies. We're here to share some time with you guys, let you guys know what's been going on this week. What did we do? And a very special topic. I know we did a movie last week, girl, but we went and saw another movie.
First of all, hey girl, hey.
Hey girl, hey.
Hey, how y'all doing?
No idea.
Now, I wish we could, you know what we could do?
What?
We could just talk about the movie from last week again because we still have some more to talk about because that thing. Okay, but we could probably, if y'all want to, of course we can. But we went to go see another movie and it was, let's see. Well, I'll give you the name of it. It was The Materialists. It starred Dakota Johnson, Pedro Pascal, and Chris Evans.
Right.
And directed by, I forgot her name, but, that says a lot. Just going to say that. And I'll give you a brief synopsis. Okay, let's talk about what the movie was about. It's a romantic drama, I'll say, with maybe some undertones of comedy.
No, bro. I knew you was going to do it. I was trying to stop you. No rom-com, because it's not.
It's not a rom-com, because it was more like a romantic with a little hint of drama and a smidgen of comedy in it.
Keyword, smidgen, because I can't wait for a chuckle. But okay, we'll get to that later, but there was no chuckle. But go ahead.
Right. No chuckle, but okay, the movie stars Dakota Johnson. She is a matchmaker, and I guess you could say she meets her match, or does she? So that's the whole, I guess, premise of the movie as to what your standards are as opposed to what you thought they should be and how things change, basically. That's how that goes.
That's it. Well, y'all go see it if you want to.
See you next week. See you next week. Bye.
I mean, if I was you, I would wait for it to come out in streaming. But if you want to go see the movie. That's it.
Yeah.
All right. See you next week. Bye-bye.
Right. Okay. I'll give you, let's do characters. Let's just give them some characters. Okay. Lucy is Dakota Johnson's character, the main character. And
who's also 50 Shades of Grey, which she is reversed.
Yes. And still looks the same. Okay. Lucy matchmakes. And she, when it starts out, she has her 9th wedding and all the ladies in the matchmaking office. The name of the office is Adore. All of the ladies, you know how we get ladies, some of us, when we all get together and get to chit-chatting and all of that. Get all of that. And that's what they're doing because, she has her 9th wedding and that's great. And everybody's excited and all the other good stuff. And she goes to the wedding and meets Harry, which is Pedro Pascal's character. Now, before she meets Harry, she has to, coax the bride into marrying the man of her quote unquote dreams because she's questioning it. So I take it, when some women, when you first get married, they may have those jitters. Am I doing the right thing?
Well, how is she
about that part?
What?
Did you have first time jitters or did you have jitters before you walked down the aisle?
No.
That was the most loaded no I haven't. No, baby, let me tell you something. That no right there. No spoke volumes.
No.
You know what? No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Let me think. No, that's almost 30 years ago. I mean,
right.
It was
so you can't even think back that far. Like, whatever.
Before that, it's like, look, boy, if you're gonna do it, let's do it. Let's do it. What you doing? Right. I'm not doing. Let's do it.
Right. If we're gonna do it, let's go. We ain't got time to play.
I didn't have it. I mean, the jitters didn't come until the jitters didn't come until the father-daughter moment, and then. Like, if you have, that type of relationship with your dad, it was well. But anyway, go ahead. But no jitters. No,
okay, well. Okay.
Now everybody got this stuff. Let's go. We don't spend too much time in it. I'm tired of it. Y'all, listen, I was not a bridezilla. It was like, let's do it. I'm over it. Let's go.
Right. It was, because that you surely were not a bridezilla. That's something that I've encountered a couple, and I'm like, ew, no, ma'am. But anywho, okay, she coaxes the bride, of course.
Man, for 30 years. No, I'm kidding. Like, you don't know what you're getting into. Really? No.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm sorry. Let's get back.
Okay, so fast forward the movie.
Younger nieces. Here we go.
Yes.
All right,
Okay, so
sister.
Lucy meets Harry, and of course, the little not banter, but a whole little discussions, little quick discussions, and they start going out. And at the same night or the same time at the wedding, her ex pops into the picture. He's like a server or something there, and of course, all of the whole looks and all the hi and all the other stuff. So
Did she
it
do it?
goes from there.
How did she do it? How did she do it?
Look,
Wait, with your bangs. Get
yeah,
your bangs.
get your bang, get your bang, get your bang. Yeah, there you go, there you go. whisper your
I
bang.
promise you we're sober, y'all.
And I would really try to give you a bang, but I can't do it.
Let's see, Michelle. Okay, let me get
Okay. Let me see. Let me find.
Yeah.
There we go. I
All
found
right.
some hair.
So, all right.
Okay.
So she's at the dinner and she says hello.
Okay. This is.
Hold on.
Wait,
She
we're
says
trying to get
hello.
you a bang.
Got it. Okay. Now, how did she say it? There you go, girl. There you go, girl. What she say?
Okay, there you go.
What she say?
Hey, so nice to see you again. And all that other stuff.
Like she normally did, like, why? In 50 Shades of Grey. Same character.
Right, nothing different. Nothing
same person, different movie. But anyway, go ahead. We'll talk about it
exactly.
later.
So it's like, okay, they do all the whole, when you reconnect, when you spin the block with somebody, and then you also have someone new because you're not really seriously dating. So you're keeping your options open and all the stuff that goes on through that. And, they do their thing. There are different, situations that come up when you're going back and seeing like what happened in the past, why things didn't go the way they were supposed to, and you're entertaining the new things. So you're learning about what's going on with this new situation and all the, rigmarole that goes with that. And there is a twist which calls for the drama side. What is that, Erica?
Fell asleep.
Y'all know right now. I promise you. When I say I promise you, we are not intoxicated. We are not. I promise.
I'm just kind of with this particular movie. That's why I wanted you to give everything because I just want to talk about like really.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm beating my mouse. So.
Oh Lord, leave the thing. And see, that's how she was with the movie too. Guarantee you, she distracted, finding something else to do. So it speaks volumes of the movie itself because it was supposed to be, Oscar-nominated director and this great movie, and I'm still waiting for this wonderfulness.
The twist, the twist in the plot, there was some unfortunate mishap that occurred to one of her clients, female client. She was constantly trying to set up. She was a nice woman, nice looking young lady, but for some reason the man just wouldn't stick around, and she's thinking everything's okay and we're going to go on another date. And the men were like, yeah, no, don't want another date. So to her, she became more of like a project to her. Like I have the other ones, but I gotta find somebody for her. She became like a project for, what's her name? What's the main character?
Her name was Sophie. With the Bang Lady, Lucy. That's Lucy.
She's a great lady. So she became Lucy's project. And in the middle of her trying to force a connection of some sort, there was some sort of inappropriate behavior from the male, and she ended up suing the company, and she felt like Lucy was a friend of hers because she had been working with her so long, so she felt betrayed. So that was the twist.
Oh yeah, spoiler alert. Forget about that little tidbit. Spoiler alert.
Well, it wasn't the meaning. It was just a twist in the movie. It wasn't the gist of the movie. It was just kind of like what could go with the online dating. I guess we'll get into our thoughts with that later.
Yep, because the whole thing, because the main thing was because she was, laying out like all of her criteria, because you know how we have standards. So she was laying out her criteria, and they have to be wealthy. They have to be a certain height. They have to be a certain this and that. So that's what Harry was. Harry met all of that for her. And he wanted to take her places. He wanted to do things with her. He wanted to do all these wonderful, soft life things with her. And it was like something just, it's not clicking. It's not doing it for me.
Spoiler alert. Why wasn't it clicking?
Well, I don't think he's the one. Wait. Bangs.
Something just feels off. We need to talk.
We need to have a conversation. Yeah. It's just something.
Like this is a business. It's just really not love.
Right. It's not love. It's a business transaction. What did somebody in the movie say? Like, marriage is a business deal or something like something to that effect. Oh Lord, I'm scared. What?
What again, it's a same character, different movie. 50 Shades of Grey. It was a business. She was the
Okay. And I'm literally like, I need to remember that movie because I know I saw it. I just don't remember it.
She was under contract to be his concubine, kind of.
Okay.
Try not to say it, but sort of, servant. Person.
But this one, she's not the concubine, but it's still like, okay, you have the wealthy man, the wealthy bachelor, never married, no kids. He's the catch. He's the what they call in that office. He was the unicorn. Right. So everybody, we really set him up, whatever. But she started dating him, and it's like, well, that's great, that's wonderful, but he's not the one. Because then you have the one that that's your fire and your passion and your desire, but he's broke. He has no money. He's living with roommates. It's like,
and you know what? And I think that was the gist of the movie. It's like, what do you? It's like, do you follow love? Or do you follow comfort, money? What people consider success. Which one do you go with?
Yep.
Which one do you go with?
It's like, what do you do? Can you live the soft life, the knowing that you're financially secure? You don't have to worry about anything materialistically, materialists. You don't have to worry about anything of that nature, but there's no fire there. There's no passion. There's no love. There's no, well, maybe it's some love there.
Yeah, love for things.
Love for the, yes, you love for the life.
There you go.
For the life.
That's the love.
That's it. That's it. Yep.
So she loved the ex who was still wanting to be there, but he wasn't living a life that he wanted and what he wanted to give to her. So it caused, y'all know how it gets with, there is a financial strain in a relationship. And then you got this guy on the other hand who, what do you need? What do you want? I got you, but I don't love you. She don't love him. And that's girl, let's talk about this movie. All right, that's the gist.
Yes, that's the gist of it, basically. So let's just say on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 to 5 peaches, however we want to rate it, we're both going to have the same rating.
Do you want me to start? You want to
go right ahead? Go right ahead.
I promise you, I'm just going to give it a 2, and that's for effort and the characters. Your cast, because you were able to get some star-studded, well-known actors. So that's 1.
Okay. Okay, the other one is because it can spark a good conversation.
Just spark conversation.
So I'll give it, so 2 will work.
2. Other than that, and it's way too long. There was no reason for that movie to be 1 hour and 57 minutes. And why I know it's 1 hour and 57 minutes, because when I thought I got to the end, I'm like, woo, let me, I'm almost there. And I looked at the phone and I'm like, I know that thing said I haven't been sitting here at our 57 minutes on top of the credits.
Yes.
I mean, the trailers, I'm sorry.
Yep.
The new
whatever they are. Yeah. So you think you're done and they just bend in the corner and it's like, how the screen will fade to black and it's like, okay, here come the credits and we got the next scene coming. What? It's not done?
I'm like, I get it. She made a decision. I get it. Things are not always good. I get it. She has to fix this problem. Okay. What more is there? Right. That's the thing. I think that's also the thing. It's like you're trying to stretch it beyond what it needs to be because we know what the end is going to be, basically. You know what other movie the other movie, it just popped in my mind because you have the trio. Who do I choose? I don't want to use another term, but the trio. Triangle. The triangle. Thank you. I'm like, there's another word. Okay, the love triangle. Y'all, this movie is a little more risque. But the 365. What is that? Ain't that on Netflix? Is it 365? A few years back. It's very I tell you, I am drawing absolute blank. I have no clue. It's not, girl, you haven't, it's not for children. Let me tell you, ladies, men, whatever. If you have children, I don't care what age. It's just my belief. I'm not watching this with my 24, 25-year-olds. But it was a love triangle. However, it was a little risque triangle, huh? That triangle had pineapples in it. Stella. It put Stella to shame when she was getting hers back. However, it was an older generation. I'm just thinking because of the love trio, and it was because it was just, you have not seen 365. I haven't even heard of it. So I'm like, what's that one? Hold on. I got to talk to my other besties. Wait a minute. Okay. Don't listen. Don't know. Let's have a conversation. Okay. Can somebody explain? I'm not listening, right? I'm not listening. No, I'm not talking. My bad. Okay. Can y'all tell her? Dang, thank you. Get on my nerve. Y'all, we need to have a conversation. Can y'all explain to me? It is 2025, but who hasn't seen 365? Again, if you have not, don't watch this with any kids involved. If you don't feel like being bothered, don't have your partners of any sort around, because yeah. But it's yeah. Okay, let's get her back. You ain't supposed to be listening.
Oh.
65. Shoot, you up at night, you got insomnia, just throw it on. It's on Netflix.
Shut up.
But yeah, there's a love triangle with 365, except this one is, she's married. This is 365, so you'll kind of get an idea. She ends up, it's weird. I swear you've seen this movie. She ends up getting kidnapped by this guy who's infatuated. He's rich, he's powerful, he's part of the Italian, I don't know what, anyway. He's the son of a very, very powerful mafia type man. And I can't think where it takes place. I want to say it's not Italy, but anyway, Serbia, I don't know where it is. But anyway, it takes place and he's infatuated with this woman. You know, he's just, if I had her, she's already dating this guy who's gotten used to her and paying her no attention. She's wanting more, but he's just kind of like just going through everyday life. He kidnaps her and says, it's worth 365 days in a year. I will make you fall in love with me. Just give me 365 days. And if you don't fall in love with me in 365 days.
Right.
And so she fights it. He's doing all kind of stuff.
And she's like, no.
She's like, no, but she's sad.
Yeah. You nod your head, yes, but you're saying no. No, don't do it. Stop. Maybe. This could be all right. Yeah.
That's her. But eventually she does, and she joined the lifestyle, and she has a best friend who is the best comic relief ever. The lady is crazy. Which is funny, just the dynamics. But anyway, of course, now it turns into a control issue because now he feels like, I know you love me. I've been buying this stuff for you. And where are you going? Where you been? He buys everything. He's constantly controlling. She wants, can I breathe?
Right.
And eventually somewhere, and again, it leads to like the second 365 part 2, and there's a part 3. But there's another guy who's also part of another family of powerful.
Oh, here we go. Now it's, yeah. Now it's a competition or it's a whatever it is.
Yes. Why you with you, girl? I got you. She goes to him, and the only thing I didn't like about the movie, she has the safe man to help. That's the only part I didn't really care about. But of course, she's just giving it. But anyway, go see. You watch 365.
So it's a materialist, but on a whole nother level, kind of, sort of.
Whole nother level.
That thing's a whole nother. It's something totally different. But then the thing is, okay, to get back to like materialists, then where do we, when we are, we have our, like I said, we have our standards. You have they have to have this, or they have to do this. Are you cutting yourself out? Because like if you go on like an online dating profile or something, you're putting all this stuff in as to what you like, what you don't, and you're, that X's out certain men because you're not even going to look at those men because they're not even in your standards.
Now,
so do you adjust your standards? Because if you want the man that's 6'3", 200 pounds, muscles from top to bottom, drives this, works, or has this amount of money, because that was a big thing also in materialists. Their salaries have to be this, and age range, all these different criteria. Nobody's going to meet all those.
Nobody's going to meet.
So are you flexible?
That's the thing. So you're because you're you're a single woman, so you have boxes checked that are absolute.
Yeah,
100%. And I am not these are my standards. If you don't meet these, whatever, I'm not going to give a number, but I know your standards. You don't meet those, it's an absolute walk away. Right. However, some of the standards, not saying yours, some of the standards, you got to be flexible, because honey, you going to wait on AI to create your man, and you're going to be a robot. And like we talked about, they can't control these robots, and they teaching themselves, and then he teach themselves. That this is what she likes, but wait, she smiled. Another lady smiled at me, so she liked that too. And well, guess what?
Now what? Yeah. So right, like, do you have your profiles? Would you even consider a matchmaker? It's like if you're in a certain range and you can, afford it, would you get a matchmaker?
I guess I don't know. I guess you got to look like that.
I don't even know what I look like. I have no idea.
Your eyes got big. Like, don't start that with me. Okay, look.
Don't start no won't be no.
Okay, no. As far as like, I guess me thinking top of my head, for me, it's a no. For me, because what you put on paper, I can make anything look good on paper.
And see, that's the same thing like with an online dating profile. You can make anything look good. You can make anything sound great. And then, but I think it's also on the flip side, if you want to, I guess, expand your search. That's my computer. Expand your search, then a matchmaker. But the online dating thing, the idea of this swiping type stuff, I'm like, that just does not do it. And is it a generational thing?
Because I don't know anything about it. But so again, I should know anything about it.
Honey, if you do, where's my?
Yeah, we making our
phone. Hello. Yeah, because I tell you, no, I'm.
Right. Yes, she will. She will. No,
you ain't doing wrong around me. I'm telling it.
Right. So for me, I have no idea. I mean, I'm just like just in the general. I don't know, but I guess if I was in that particular situation, I don't know the situation. It depends on. I think it's an age thing. I think it's how emotionally stable, mentally stable you are. Because some people literally feel like I gotta have somebody at all times. And that's where the problem comes in, because again, did you fix yourself? Why you got to have anybody?
Yes.
Somebody. It's more, girl, this thing getting on my nerve. I'm having a flash. If y'all can't see this, I'm having a flash. I'm sorry.
Like, what is what it is. It is what it is.
I was trying to play it off, but woo! It is what it is. It's podcast. It's just the fact of, I don't know if I would be open to it. Because again, it depends on your mindset. If you're settled and where you are, happy with where you are, of course, you're not going to entertain that thought. But if you're entertaining that thought, hate to say it, ask yourself, why are you entertaining the thought? Are you entertaining the thought because I just feel like I want to date. I need to be with somebody. Or are you seriously looking like, hey, I need a little help? And you're opening up your
options. Because and see, like I'm saying, in 2025, because the main thing, number one, is where do you meet people? Because when we were in our 20s, we hit the streets 11 o'clock in the morning and we were gone all day. We were always gone.
Good night. Look, look, let me go. We're going to your house tonight, girl. Shoot, I'm tired. Woo, honey. What you got in this refrigerator to eat? What's in here to drink? Oh, let me take my shoes off. Where we going later? And you change clothes, that kind of thing. Right.
You're always gone. But then as as time goes for our age range, we're not in the streets like that anymore. So it's like, I'm not about to, if I'm gone in the morning, it's going to be early in the morning. And by the time y'all get out, I'm back.
Too many of y'all like.
Yeah. What? Yeah. So it's like, where do you meet people? And when you don't go to clubs, when you are not going to the brunch bar and the hookah and all that stuff, it's like, okay, well, then where are you going to meet some people?
Home Depot.
Yeah. Lowe's. Grocery stores. Yeah. All these different places. Yeah.
Don't ask me, because again, I was at Underground Atlanta when I was at the bar. So
Frozen Paradise? Was it Frozen Paradise or Fat Tuesday?
Fat Tuesday.
Fat Tuesday, okay. Yeah. Y'all know, whatever. Y'all in y'all 50s and 40s, y'all know, whatever. Quit playing. And if you in Atlanta, you absolutely know.
All right. So now we done talking, picking my brain. You gonna represent for the ladies, us mature women.
Lord, here you go.
Just no, because I've been out of listen. I don't have.
Girl, you retired from the game. You got your
I ain't got no.
You got your jersey up, your number.
Yeah, I just say. So I'm like, listen, I'm learning from you. Because again, now, okay, I gotta say it. At one point, remember, I'm like, I'm gonna create you.
Yes, that had me tickled. I was like, you know what? I would not be surprised. I would not be surprised in the least.
I did create a profile. And I did start scrolling because I'm like, I'm gonna make this look good. She don't know I got this. And once I start scrolling, is that the same thing as swiping or whatever? I start scrolling.
Yeah, same thing.
Oh, that's the problem.
And see, it's so I think because for us, it's just very impersonal, and it's like simply because you might not have a face that I would consider something I would like, or I might not have a face consider something he would like. You could be missing out on the person that is like the person because of that. And that's like, So I think that's kind of
But what about like
a thing.
at our age, there's going to be some serious history. I don't want to call it bad
Yeah.
because I really don't like that.
Yeah. It's history.
So they're going to have some serious history. So it was one of those, how do you deal with that?
Yeah. I think for me, it would be what the history is, and then you have to kind of know some people, know the person before, because no one's going to come off, hopefully, on a first meeting and just vomit their entire life story
That's a turn on
to you.
Yeah, we're done.
I don't know all that. Yeah. So I think the main points of your history can pop out on like a first date, just so you'll know, what's really going on. And then at that point, you can check a box. Nope, don't like that one. Check a box. And then do the pros outweigh the cons, even on this first meeting. And your first meeting, can I say this, please? Excuse me. Your first meeting does not have to be some 5. Okay? No. Can you come wash my car with me? Something just quick.
You know what? Hold on. And this is for y'all. Girl, that's my bestie, y'all. That's what I'm talking about. Let me tell you something.
She got to sit up on this one.
Let me adjust my, because y'all know how I feel about this. Again, this is 30 years, 31 actually, of being with a particular individual. And the first date was Waffle House.
Okay?
Now,
y'all out here trying to ball out of control with somebody that you don't even know, just so you can go on social media saying, oh, we went to Push Posh Posh and we had this and he took, girl, bye. That's his representative.
I was trying to ball out. I don't, what you talking about? Let me see. I'm like, shoot, let me see. Yeah, he tall, he dark, he over 6 feet, he dark. Okay, he got dimples too. Okay, I don't know much about him. Meet you ahead of time. You remember how this went? And they put him like, oh, he got a little sports car, little black sports. Okay, how many roomies? Oh, no roomies. Okay, yeah, all of that is just registered. It's just the check, not really the ching.
It's just like this. Ding, ding,
ding, ding, ding. It's like the box checking. Ding, ding. Yeah, it's just okay. And then I'm gonna get dressed, get the girl. I'm girl. I'm getting this little nice car. I'm okay because you had the little French rolls back then, so you got a ton of spritz. Now going on, you got the tops out, and I'm like, he gonna get in this car. And, oh yeah, I know I'm cute.
Get in the car, match that gas, move out the way.
She said, "Oh, okay." So yeah, you just pull up in this Waffle House. He must know somebody at Waffle House because I know he ain't taking me.
Look. He must be turning around. He must have missed the turn. He must. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I know you ain't taking Eugene's daughter to no Waffle House because Eugene done already showed her how this supposed to work. If he ain't, well,
he done pulled up.
Horrible first date. Horrible.
No, but this is the thing. Excuse me. Because on his behalf, I must say, she got out the car too. Because she had a choice.
I did have a choice.
She could have said, I ain't in that no.
I was saying, I really was. I got out because I was hot. Let me tell you what he did. When he got out the car and turned around, like, you getting out?
You coming? When I tell you, y'all, I'm going to tell y'all this now. I still gut laugh to this day.
See the gut laugh? It's in a gut laugh. I'm having flashbacks.
Yeah. I don't care. I don't even care because my whole thing with anyone, you got out. You had a choice. You got out. So you know what you're getting.
I'm finna make my list. What you say? You have to make your list of good and bad. Hold on, let me get my column going.
It's too late now. It's too late. Then you just say 30 years, 31. Sorry, it's too late now.
So it's one of those things where it's like, okay, yeah, that was a horrible first date. Yes, I don't want.
That wasn't horrible though. It was not horrible. It was not horrible simply because you went to Waffle House. That wasn't horrible because again, you got out. So it was a great first date.
Let's just say he redeemed himself. It took a minute because you know how my attitude is. It's like once you mess up, leave me alone. Go your way, I'm gonna go mine. We're done. I'm not wishing any bad on anybody. I'm like, too, I want to see everybody eat. Just not at my table. So yeah, I think it's one of those things. Again, asked you because I've been out of, like you said, I've been out of practice so long. I don't know. But I think some of our standards are a little much.
Yep.
You know what I mean? It's like
Yep.
you looked in the mirror at yourself, and I'm not saying physically. That's not what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Have you
exactly.
assessed yourself? Because I know darn well there's certain things. Do you even like yourself? Sometimes I don't. Sometimes I'm like, really?
Yeah. So like, girl, come on now. Now you know. Okay, you're right. I'm tripping. That's when you sit back to yourself and y'all have a meeting. You yourself and y'all have meetings and have conversations.
You yourself,
Yeah.
you yourself and y'all. And I know y'all think we crazy, but all y'all talk to yourselves. Y'all have full conversations.
Yeah. And if you don't,
you need to. You'll find out. You'll fix
Whatever.
a lot of stuff just by talking to yourself. And it's like different.
I think a lot of times, because I think a lot of times at this big age and maybe even older or younger, either way, as women sometimes put, like I said, the standards, we have a certain, it's the optics. That's the word I'm looking for. It's the optics, because we want everyone to see us in a certain light. So we have to put on this certain air. And that means we're looking for a particular partner that meets that particular criteria. That's not the true you. That's not the real you.
And I think that's on both sides. I think that's the word itself. You put, of course, everybody puts on their best show. You want to be like, but let's get.
You get the representative. Yeah, when you first meet somebody, you get their representative. Right. And then as time goes on, okay, now you walking in the room farting on them and then walking out. Okay, I'm just saying.
We're going to leave this alone. You get them phone calls at 2 a.m. Girl, I get it. You better be in a ditch. It's 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. Yes. I better be coming to save you. What do you want? Hey, little.
I get it.
And we're just saying little. Okay, so it's an inside joke, but it was one of my jokes. Not really a joke. How Mr. Parks got back into it. Okay, I'm gonna get another shot from this Waffle House, but it took a minute. But it's one particular day. Like, it was a gorgeous summer day. Beautiful. Wasn't too hot. Wasn't gorgeous. Went out to eat, and I was like, let's go here, let's go there. I just did not want to go, back to his house. I just didn't want to go home. I want to be in the streets. So let's go. And he was tired. No, I don't feel like, I worked all these hours. No, I had a long week. No, I mean, you can go and then come back, that kind of thing. And he was trying. And I kept going on. I'm the youngest of the family, so it's Michelle. So y'all know how this goes. So I'm like, no. Nobody tells me no. Nobody. So I kept going on and on, and all of a sudden, he did the Eugene. Eugene is my father. And literally driving, all of a sudden, got to the light or whatever, put the car in neutral, whatever, I don't know, waiting. He just said, Erica, I said no. Damn, I said no. If you want to go, go. Damn. And then all of a sudden,
you put that foot down.
There's an art to it.
Clutching pearls. Yeah, clutch my pearls.
And what?
I bet she got quiet.
Did she go? Did she hang out that day? No, she went.
She went and sat her tail down somewhere.
It's an art to it. Don't y'all try this. Don't y'all? It's an art. It's an art. Because it can be done at the wrong time. And it's like, what? Who you talking to?
Timing and
it's
tone.
Everything.
We'll just say that.
Everything. But finally, Michelle thought I was crazy. I told her about it, and you were like, "Oh, why would you?" Oh, and I'm like, "Girl, it was."
I'm like, "Oh, you go ahead and see." You can't talk to me any kind of way. That's just bottom line. You cannot talk to me any kind of way. Like she said, we're the youngest. You don't talk to me any kind of way. You absolutely not.
In the right tone.
Well, I said timing and tone.
Timing, tone, person, swag, all of that. It comes with it.
All of it plays an important
And when
part.
it lines up just, ladies, y'all know, it lines up just right.
Then it's like, pick up the timing, tone, and telephone. Girl.
Hold up. This after he mad, and she like, oh,
he mad.
Girl.
You in the closet cheesing somewhere.
Why? I don't know why I liked it though. For some reason, this particular. No, but I'm crazy. You can't do it all the time. It's just got to be lined up perfectly. If it ain't lined up perfectly, there's a fight happening. I tell you that. It's going.
Yeah. It has to, Now it does have to align perfectly. Like you said, it has to be the person, the time, and the tone, the swag, all of that. Yeah, absolutely.
Right. So anyway.
Yes, sir.
Back to the movie. Again, I think it was great as far as like conversational wise as to, dating, new era dating.
And I think we have chewed out this movie as much as we could
We
possibly
have.
chew it.
Yes. I'm done chewing and pretty much spit it out. So it's a tool for me,
Yeah,
for you.
basically.
If you want to have a great
This is a miss. This is one you can pass
conversation.
it. Next.
Moving on. All right, girl. What we doing next? What we doing next week? Wait, it's anniversary month. Right? That's the end of the month.
Mm-hmm.
What we gonna talk about?
This is anniversary
What we doing
month.
the end of the month?
Because like we're gonna do for anniversary, we just got to go over this entire year because this has been, and it's already been a year. So that's the fun part.
So yeah,
it's been a whole year.
We're gonna find like some funny takes, bloopers, some funny moments that was like, did you just say that? And you know,
absolutely. Yes, ma'am.
So, all right, Materialist, it's a pass for me, pass for you. If I was y'all, we just told you what it's about. Make it a pass. Anyway, we're done. Or go see it. It's up to you. So, all right, we'll do this again next week. Yes,
we shall see you next week.
Place.
Have a good weekend and all that good stuff.
Exactly.